what's up guys, Will here for GSM Arena. If you're looking for a nice Samsung phone but don't want to go for a flagship, there are still some solid options out there. One of them is the Galaxy A55, the top tier A-series mid-ranger from this year. But what about the new Galaxy S24 FE, this year's not quite flagship model? Right now, the FE is going for about $200 more than the A55, so how much better is it? And is the A55 still able to hold its own? Let's put these two phones head to head and find out. The Galaxy A55 is a quality mid-ranger which has a large following. It's been out for a while and is going for a good price by now. In markets like the US, it even seems like it's getting phased out by Samsung. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S24 FE came out quite recently, but its price is already on the way down, and we expect the price gap to shrink even further. The design of these two phones is very similar. The S24 FE is very slightly taller, but the two phones weigh the same. Both have an aluminum frame, and while both phones have Gorilla Glass protecting the backside, the FE's is higher tier and is supposed to be a bit more durable. Also, while both devices have good ingress protection, the S24 FE is rated at IP68 for water resistance instead of IP67. This means you could survive a dip in deeper water. These phones have a similar sized OLED display. The A55 measures 6.6 inches, and it has a 1080p resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate. In contrast, the S24 FE has a 6.7-inch display. Not a huge difference. The resolution and refresh rate are the same too. Both screens have the same good performance and have support for HDR10+ video. However, the max brightness is higher on the Galaxy S24 FE. We maxed out at nearly 1400 nits, compared to a little over 1000 on the A55. There's a pair of stereo speakers on either phone, with the same very good loudness. While both have good sound, the S24 FE has clearer sounding highs. Let's listen to both to hear it. There's a difference in storage. The S24 FE can come with up to 512 gigs on board, while the A55 maxes out at 256, but its storage is expandable through microSD. Both phones have the same software experience. They're running on Samsung's latest One UI 6.1 on top of Android 14. To find out more about One UI, you can check out our dedicated video. The S24 FE gets longer software support though, 7 years versus 4 years of major OS updates and 5 years of security patches on the Galaxy A55. Another consideration is that the S24 FE comes with Samsung's suite of Galaxy AI features, which are absent from the A-series phones, for now at least. There's a major difference when it comes to the chipset too. The Galaxy A55 uses an Exynos 1480, a solid yet mid-range level chip. Meanwhile, the S24 FE comes with an Exynos 2400E, which provides flagship-grade performance. As expected, in benchmarks, the difference between these phones is huge. The Galaxy S24 FE outperforms the A55 by a wide margin. It earned double the CPU scores and 4 times the scores of the A55 in graphics tests. The S24 FE is definitely the way to go if you're into heavy gaming, and the higher performance is more future-proof. Still, the A55 runs smoothly and can handle some lighter gaming. Another thing worth considering is that the sustained performance is much better on the A55, as its chipset is not so demanding. It did well in our prolonged stress tests, while the S24 FE throttled its performance down to 50% of maximum. The Galaxy A55 is the winner when it comes to battery life as well. While the S24 FE has solid endurance, the A55 earns significantly better scores in the web browsing and video playback tests. Both phones support 25-watt charging, and the charging speed is essentially the same. The A55 was faster to charge to full, but just by a few minutes. But you get both wireless charging and reverse wireless charging on the S24 FE, neither of which you get on the A55. Onto the cameras. The Galaxy A55 has a 50-megapixel main cam and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide cam. There's a 5-megapixel macro camera as well. The S24 FE is similar. It also has a 50-megapixel main cam and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, but rather than a macro cam, it packs an 8-megapixel 3x telephoto zoom. During the day, the main cameras capture photos which are similar in quality, with comparable contrast and dynamic range. The S24 FE is a winner when it comes to zooming, of course. The 3x shots from its dedicated telephoto cam are much better than the cropped 2x zoom from the A55's main camera. Neither phone has a very impressive ultra-wide. Both produce photos which are on the softer side, but the S24 FE has the advantage when it comes to detail, contrast, and dynamic range. In low light, actually we preferred the photos from the A55's main cam. They're cleaner and less noisy than those of the S24 FE, and the shadows and highlights are better developed. As far as zoomed nighttime photos go, the dedicated telephoto on the S24 FE still has the edge. And at night, again the ultra-wide cameras aren't impressive, but the Galaxy S24 FE has the better rendition. The A55 has a 32 megapixel quad-Bayer selfie cam, while the S24 FE's is 10 megapixels. Both of these cameras have fixed focus. The FE has a slight edge in selfie quality, with better detail and more convincing skin textures. The Galaxy S24 FE can record video in up to 8K with its main camera, while the A55 maxes out at 4K resolution. Regardless, in 4K, the footage from the two phones is quite comparable. Perhaps the S24 FE has a slight edge in detail and clarity. And at night, the main camera on the S24 FE seems to have a slight advantage in video quality, with better dynamic range. The difference isn't huge though. So there you have it, folks. Samsung's top A-series mid-ranger versus their budget flagship. Both phones have a similar size and design. The software experience is the same, and so is the wired charging speed. However, the Galaxy A55 has longer battery life. Its chipset is more stable under prolonged loads, and its cameras can hold their own against the S24 FE. And of course, its price is considerably lower. The FE, on the other hand, offers plenty of upgrades. It has better waterproofing, a bigger, brighter screen, and nicer speaker quality. There's Samsung's AI-based features, and the phone has 7 years of software support. Its chipset is much more powerful. It supports wireless charging. Its cameras are better for ultra-wide shots and in video recording in general. Not to mention that the 3x zoom camera adds a lot more versatility. If those upgrades, like a gaming chipset, are important to you, the S24 FE might be worth getting, but the price difference is not so small, so the A55 is a really tempting offer, plus it has better battery life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.